The brain is the most complex organ in the human body. This jelly-like mass of tissue has evolved over millions of years, and yet it's said we only use 10% of our brain's potential. Ron's claim to have a superhuman memory could mean he's using more brain power. So I want to see him in action.
I am Roy. Roy? Yeah. Okay, my name's Ron.
He says he's a brain athlete, so I brought him to a road race in Austin for a complex memory challenge with a difference.
Megan. I know a Megan and you look like her. That's good. Okay, all right.
Liz.
Liz? Okay.
I'm introducing Ron to a group of over 50 runners one by one. He has never met these people.
Heather?
Yes.
Charles?
He will hear their names just once and must remember them. When they return from the run, his challenge is to yell out their name.
Sam, I'll never forget you, Sam.
This is way tougher than your average memory task. The runners will finish in a different order. And Ron has to spot their faces among all the other runners.
Here, there's no review. It's once through the line and they're off running. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how does this process work in your brain? How do you do this?
Well, it's a process of storing information in your mind. The mind that's not trained has all the names in there. You go through the line, you meet all the names, you're putting them on the floor of your mind. My mind, I have file cabinets in there. The name goes, they say the name, and I stick it in a file. And a file is simply a spot on their face that stands out to me. Big eyes, bushy eyebrows, big ears, something like that. So I'm storing information.
20 minutes pass and some of the runners begin to return. Will Ron know who they are?
Good job, Steve. Did you have a good run?
Yes, I did.
Megan, it's good to see you. All right, Liz, it's good to see you. Did you have a good run? Glenn, it's good to see you again. Erica, did you have a good run?
I did.
Okay, Steve. You're the...
Over the course of an hour, the runners return one by one.
Matt. Exactly. Okay. Angelica, did you have...
Yes.
Bill, how was the ride?
And one by one, Ron incredibly remembers all their names.
Laurie, it's good to see you.
Although I'm impressed, I'm still unsure if Ron's memory is an acquired skill or if there's actually something different with his brain. To find out, I'm going to compare scans of my brain with his, then put him through the toughest memory challenge he's ever faced. I'm on the hunt for real-life superhumans. I've just witnessed Ron White memorize 50 runners' names.
Good job.
And recall them perfectly as they randomly cross the finish line. Ron's brain seems to be like a computer. Could he be using more brain power than the rest of us? I'm taking him to the Imaging Research Center at the Austin University of Texas to find out.
Okay, Daniel, if you can hear me okay, go ahead and push one of those right-hand buttons. Okay, good.
In this experiment, Dr. David Snyder, an expert in learning and memory, will set memory tasks for me and Ron while scanning our brains to see what's going on.
Okay, here we go.
During the MRI, we are shown a series of word pairs to memorize. Then we're tested on how many we can remember accurately.
Okay, Ron, if you can hear me okay, go ahead and push one of those right-hand buttons.
Most people can memorize and recall 5 to 9 words at a time. Will Ron's brain have more capacity?
Okay, Ron, we're all done. We're going to come in there and get you out.
With his scans finished, Dr. Schneier has some interesting results.
And what do we get?
Well, so basically the map we're looking at here is each of yours brain activation overlaid on a standard brain image. And what you can see is your brain activation is in red and your brain activation is in blue. But the interesting thing here is that on the right-hand side, it appears that Ron is able to engage more of his right frontal cortex than you were during the task.
We've made an amazing discovery. Ron's using 35% more of his brain than I am. The right side of the brain is normally used for visual memory. Could this be the answer to Ron's abilities? Is he seeing his memories?
Out of curiosity, can you give us a percentage of how many we got right?
So in that final run, you got 100% right.
Okay.
And I've been studying the brain for, about 20 years now, and I've never seen anybody get 100% on those tests.
Incredibly, Ron is the first person to score 100% in Dr. Schneier's memory test. With these results, we've proven that Ron's brain is operating at a superhuman level. Now I want to see how far he can push his amazing memory. I've brought Ron to a superstore, where I've devised the ultimate memory test. As we walk around, I'm going to pick items up from the shelves, and Ron's job is to memorize the prices as we go.
Strawberry planter, and it is $12.98. All right.
Then at the checkout, we'll ring up the items and see if Ron's final shopping bill matches the cashier's.
We got a tape measure. Okay. And it is $8.88.
78.
Okay, $30.78. We'll put it down here in the
This is the
section.
toughest test Ron has ever faced. Not only does he have to memorize the 4-digit price, but also the exact item. The prices are only visible on the shelves. So once they're in the shopping cart, he can't cheat in any way.
It is $14.28 for this rug.
$18.97. Okay.
$8.98.
Let's go. 1991.
Yeah, 1991. A floodlight. Can't do anything without a staple gun.
We're now at 30 items. As the cart fills up, I'm starting to doubt Ron. How can anyone possibly memorize all these things after seeing the price just once?
And it is $14.96. A 36-inch wrecking bar for $17.97. All right.
2 hours and 60 items later. Can Ron really remember the price of every item?
All right. Let's get one more thing and head back. You got the staples, $2.46.
How many will he get right at the cash register?
Hello. All right, so we got a bunch of stuff here. We just need to know.
Ron won't see the prices as they're scanned.
Oh,
He's been given a calculator to add up the items from memory.
All right.
And then at the end, we'll see if his total matches the store's computer.
Okay, let's see.
This is a
that
nailer
stapler
stapler.
That is $69.97.
Let's see.
The first item chosen at random, and Ron's got it.
It's an impact driver.
That is $69 even.
Whitney, the cashier, will tell us if Ron gets a price
That
wrong.
would be $17.97. That would be $39.97.
I keep waiting for him to look unsure, or even forget momentarily.
$99 even. That would be $59. There you go. $29.97.
However, Ron is like a computer, getting the price right over and over without fail.
Now this one, that one was $3.33. That is $29.
But when I show him the last item, Ron is confused.
Now this one is one I'm hazy on. I believe it's 1019, but I'm also going to say that
I can't believe it. We're on the final item, and for the first time I see the memory champion look unsure.
I'm doing a price check in my head. I'm almost there. I'm 75% of the way there.
Ron thinks the price is $10.19, but the computer says it's $10.48.
You don't know this one. You want a price check, or you think you just slipped your mind?
Can we see if this is not 1019?
Price checking thing.
Has Ron fallen on the last hurdle?
You don't seem as confident about this one. I'm not as confident. Oh.
I will accept apologies. Any Hallmark
keep
card
happening?
you want to send me that you have played it on?
Unbelievably, Ron is right.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Man beats machine.
There is no difference. One was
But will his final total match the register?
All right, Ron. So we got all the prices added up. What did you get?
I came up with $1,102.66.
Oh, you did it, man. Perfect. That's amazing. What do you think? Have you ever seen
I've never seen anything like that. That's a lot of items.
Not only did Ron get every item and price correct, he even beat the store computer.
I got us covered so far, so we're good. Of 98.
By using both sides of his brain, he's unlocked a superhuman amount of brain power. Could his ability to maximize this power enable mankind to push our minds further?
Wow. Ron really pushes his exceptional memory to the max. It just goes to show the human brain is capable of so much more than we could ever imagine. Once again, we've proved superhumans are all around us. At first glance, you may not know it, but look harder. They are out there.